Today is Good Friday. I would like to read a paragraph from Clarence Larkin's book, Dispensational Truth. This is by Reverend Clarence Larkin, who is a Baptist preacher, has wonderful charts. So on page 55, when Jesus was on earth, the Father spoke and said, "This is my beloved Son, hear ye him." The night before his crucifixion, Jesus said to his disciples, "I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, Holy Spirit, is come, he will guide you into all truth. He will show you things to come." John 16:12-13. The reason was that the teachings of Jesus required to be illumined by the light of the cross and of the resurrection, and the further light that he would be able to furnish after his ascension. There were certain limitations to Christ's knowledge while on the earth. When asked as to the time of his second advent, or second coming, he replied, "Of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither not yet the Son, but the Father." Mark 13:32. But as soon as Jesus was glorified, he knew all about it. And 66 years after his ascension, he revealed it to the Apostle John on the Isle of Patmos. The book of Revelation is the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Revelation 1:1. And in the messages to the 7 churches of Asia, which are typical churches, Revelations 2:1 and 3:22, we find 7 times repeated the command, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches." The Holy Spirit's teachings and communications are not his own, but Christ's. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. John 16:12. It says basically the same thing. The red letter, what Christ was telling his disciples before his crucifixion and preparation for his ascension. He says, "I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. However, when he, the Spirit of truth, has come, he will guide you into all truth. For he will not speak on his own authority, but whatever he hears, he will speak, and he will tell you things to come. He will glorify me, for he will take of what is mine and declare it to you. All things that the Father has are mine. Therefore I said that he will take of mine and declare it to you." So, since then, we've been given the Holy Spirit. And back to what Clarence Larkin was saying over here, that the Holy Spirit's teachings and communications are not his own, but Christ's. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth, for he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. He shall glorify me, for he shall receive of mine, and shall show it unto you. John 16:13-14. I just felt spiritually led to read this. I was asking God, what should I share? And I heard the first thought that came to mind was page 55, and I turned to it, and this is what it's talking about. It's Good Friday today as I'm filming this, and this is basically Jesus preparing his disciples before his crucifixion. And if you look in my Bible, there's the verses that we just read here. And you flip the page and it starts to talk about Jesus' arrest in the Garden of Gethsemane, and then Peter denying Jesus, and things leading up to the crucifixion, and then the King on a cross. Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. And then, it is finished. He said, it is finished. And bowing his head, he gave up his spirit. His side was pierced. He was buried in a tomb. The tomb was empty. And you have doubting Thomas had to see to believe. And he had breakfast by the sea with Peter and had to remind him. And Jesus restored Peter and told him to tend to his sheep, to feed his lambs. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16. And then John 17. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. I'll keep reading. He who believes in him is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. And this is the condemnation, that the light has come into the world, and the men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his deeds may be clearly seen, that they have been done in God.